They say The Chosen Season 6 will be the hardest one to watch, and honestly, I couldn't agree more. From everything we've seen and heard so far, this season is going to take us to the most emotional point in Jesus' journey, the crucifixion. Watching Jonathan Roumie step into that unimaginable pain will be both heartbreaking and powerful at the same time. But there's one question that keeps echoing in my mind. How did Jonathan and the entire team manage to capture something so raw, so sacred, and still make it feel so real? Today, we're diving deep into that very question, exploring what's coming in Season 6. What went on behind the scenes, what the leaked moments reveal, and of course, when we'll finally get to see this intense and unforgettable season unfold. So, take a deep breath, because this is going to be heavy. Let's begin. The heart of Season 6. This might just be the most emotional and defining season in the entire series. Season 6 begins exactly where Season 5 left off, with Jesus' arrest. From the very first moment, the tension will be relentless, pulling us straight into the storm. It all begins in the quiet darkness of Gethsemane. Jesus prays, "Not my will, but yours be done." That single line sets the tone for everything that follows. Moments later, he's taken away and brought before Annas. Though Annas is no longer the official high priest, his influence is still undeniable. He questions Jesus about his followers and teachings, but Jesus responds with calm courage. "I have spoken openly. Why question me as if I were hiding?" And then comes a brutal moment. One of the guards strikes him. Just imagining it feels unbearable. This is where The Chosen reminds us that it's not just retelling history, it's making us feel the cost of it, the trial. Before the Sanhedrin, as the trial begins, chaos erupts. The disciples try desperately to intervene, but Jesus remains still, silent, steady, and resolute. He knows that the decision has already been made. No words can change what's coming. The Sanhedrin scrambles to find witnesses, but none of their testimonies align. The noise in the room builds until Caiaphas finally silences everyone and asks the question that changes everything. "Are you the Messiah?" The air freezes, and then Jesus answers, "You have said so. From now on, you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." That one statement seals his fate. The council explodes in anger, accusing him of blasphemy. But under Roman rule, they can't execute him without approval. And so the journey continues to Pontius Pilate. Pilate's dilemma. Pilate senses something is wrong from the start. He looks at Jesus and knows this man isn't guilty. "Are you the king of the Jews?" he asks. Jesus replies, "You say that I am." Those words, simple yet filled with power, leave Pilate conflicted. He's caught between truth and politics. Despite knowing Jesus' innocence, he's pressured from all sides. To avoid taking responsibility, he sends Jesus to Herod Antipas. Herod, curious and arrogant, wants to see a miracle, but Jesus stands silent. No display of power, no defense, just quiet strength. Frustrated, Herod mocks him, dresses him in a royal robe as an insult, and sends him back to Pilate. At this point, every scene feels heavier, every moment harder to process. Jesus, dragged from one trial to another, humiliated, and yet never once loses his dignity. The final judgment back with Pilate, a final chance for mercy, appears. Following the Passover tradition, Pilate offers the crowd a choice: to release Jesus or a notorious criminal named Barabbas. You can almost hear the roar of the crowd demanding Barabbas's freedom. Pilate, powerless against the wave of anger, washes his hands and says, "I am innocent of this man's blood." But deep down, he knows no one in that moment is truly innocent. Then comes the unbearable sequence. Jesus is flogged, mocked, crowned with thorns, and finally sentenced to be crucified. Season 6 will portray all of this in a way we've never seen before. It won't just show what happened, it will make us feel every emotion that came with it. The feature-length episode, unlike previous seasons, the final episode of Season 6 will be feature-length, essentially a full movie. This single episode will capture the most challenging and emotional moments of Jonathan Roumie's entire portrayal of Jesus. For someone so deeply connected to his faith, taking on these scenes wasn't just acting, it was a spiritual experience, and he's not the only one who felt it. Reports say even the crew broke down during filming. That emotional intensity is going to translate directly onto the screen, making this finale something unforgettable. Prepare yourself. The crucifixion episode won't just tell a story, it will leave a mark. Behind the scenes and filming took place across several breathtaking locations, from Texas and Utah to the ancient city of Matera in Italy. Knowing that the crucifixion scenes were filmed in Matera adds an extra layer of weight, because the landscape itself mirrors the gravity of what's happening. Production officially wrapped on September 17th, and from that moment, anticipation has only grown. The visuals, the authenticity, and the emotional weight all promise something extraordinary. According to creator Dallas Jenkins, the first 6 episodes are expected to release in late 2026, while the feature-length crucifixion episode will hit U.S. theaters on March 12, 2027. However, a digital release date for that episode hasn't been confirmed yet, and that mystery alone keeps fans on edge. The emotional core, at its heart, this season isn't just about tragedy, it's about purpose, sacrifice, and unshakable faith. We'll witness not only Jesus' suffering but also the confusion and heartbreak of his followers. Their despair will remind us of what it truly means to believe even when everything seems lost. That's what makes The Chosen so special. It doesn't just dramatize events, it humanizes them. It pulls us into the pain, the doubt, and the hope that define the story of Christ. A final reflection. So here's the question. Are we ready for what's coming? Are we ready to experience the most emotional and transformative chapter of The Chosen yet? If the leaked scenes and behind-the-scenes glimpses are any indication, we're about to witness something unforgettable. A season that captures not only the suffering of Jesus, but also the incredible devotion of those bringing his story to life. Tell me, how do you feel about Season 6? Are you prepared to face the heartbreak and the hope that it promises? Because one thing's for sure, when that final scene fades to black, none of us will walk away the same.